Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music remix. Welcome back to the Washington, D.C. recording studio with Jeff and Jeff, where we prepare for the Denver Broncos to take on the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl 48. Now, this is going to be an amazing game, since the first time since 1990 has the number one offense taken on the number one defense in the Super Bowl matchup. Statistics like that just make for great football all around. One of the biggest comparisons for this year's Super Bowl is the quarterback matchup. You got Russell Wilson, a second-year rookie, throwing for 26 touchdowns and 3,357 yards. Starting quarterback, second year, going to be the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. Compare that to Peyton Manning, 16-year veteran, threw for the most touchdown passes and the most yards in NFL history this season, with 55 touchdowns, 5,477 yards. However, though Russell Wilson threw for way less touchdowns, when you got a defense like the Seattle Seahawks have, you don't need to get nearly as many points on the board to win the game. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup because of two totally different statistical quarterbacks coming together here in Super Bowl 48. And adding to the complexities of what's already going to be a great matchup, this is going to be the first Super Bowl ever held in an outdoor stadium in a cold weather area. I think the weather's projected to be about 40 degrees at kickoff time there at MetLife Stadium, and it's going to be a really different experience than most people are used to for a Super Bowl. So hopefully it's going to make for some great television, great football game. Anything can happen in a situation like that. So, little Jeff, what are your predictions for this Super Bowl? Well, I think Peyton Manning's a phenomenal quarterback, but I just don't think he's going to be able to do it against the Seattle Seahawks defense. I think they're going to hold him to just 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 17-24 is what I think the final score is. I'm giving it to Seattle. They're going to take on Peyton Manning. They're going to hold the defense true. They're going to win the Super Bowl. Seattle has got this one in the bag. Oh, no way. I think you're crazy. It's going to be 28-17 Denver over Seattle. Peyton Manning, he's not going to be stopped by this defense. He's just going to charge right on through, do what he always does, get the ball into the end zone. End of story. I don't think Seattle has a chance at this. Well, I guess we're going to agree to disagree on this one because I think your prediction is way off base. However, the one thing we can both agree on is I can't wait for those commercials. Those commercials are going to be great. Super Bowl commercials are the best thing that has ever happened to commercials in television. Oh, you're right. I completely agree with you there. Who do you think is going to get the spotlight? Who do you think is going to have the best commercial this year? Oh, well, I got to go with the old faithful here. It's going to be one of the beer commercials. No question about it. Bud, Miller, Dos Equis. I would love to see another Dos Equis commercial. I think they're what's going to actually have best commercial this year. They always do. The beer companies are just great with this. This is what they live for. This is what they do all year. Hands down, beer companies going to have the best commercials that are out there. Why? Do you think something different? You know what? The beer companies always do have really great commercials, but I think this year, Old Spice is going to take it. They've already started their advertising campaign a little bit for the Super Bowl. I think Old Spice, they've done some funny things in the last couple of years. I definitely think it's going to be an Old Spice commercial that's going to take it all. I would love to see somebody sneak in there with a new commercial, though. Like if Dollar Shave Club came out with a new, improved advertisement, that would have to win, hands down. Dollar Shave Club was the funniest commercial I've ever seen when it first came out. If they can just carry that on, maybe get another one, sneak another one in there, drum up more business. The comedy, it's phenomenal. I really hope to see something like that. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Let's get ready for some great football. Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Who's going to win that game? Only time will tell. Who's going to have the best commercial? Only time will tell that as well. Thanks for tuning in to the recording studio here in Washington, D.C., getting ready for Super Bowl 48.